We are going to turn these beautiful leaves into some stepping stones, and I can't wait. Just chop off the leaf heads just like that. I purposely picked a couple different sizes because I want a couple different shapes and sizes for stepping stones. Okay, we're ready to mix up the cement to a thick paste. All right, we're gonna mix it up. We put a little bit of water at the bottom to make less dust. It's always good to wear a mask. We're not doing that today. Just pour it in. Just do one bag at a time. We're doing a small container. We'll just do one leaf at a time. Be careful about that dust. Okay, now we'll just add enough water to make a nice thick paste, and we'll just carefully put it on each leaf with the rib side up. I'll show you that. Okay, so we're ready to start scooping it on here. Now, here's the consistency, and we are using quick concrete. And some people use like a softer mortar instead of like actual concrete. The quick concrete will set faster. I recommend it using this product, especially in the summertime when you don't know about weather, because we're gonna let this just completely cure right here on the tarp, and it's pretty hot today. You actually, although it kind of stinks, you do want to work with concrete on a hot day because you want it to form fast. Now, as you can see, this is just a little bit runny, but I can probably form with it by my hand, and I'm just gonna use a gardening tool. And these are my different size leaves. And again, you want to use the vein size up, or we're going to just kind of hand pour the shape. So we'll start in the center and just kind of carefully work outward. And the thing is, with Quikrete on a warm day, you do kind of need to work fast, but if it's this consistency, I wouldn't worry too much about it. And I'm just going to kind of tap it in because I want that cool print. Be careful not to tear the leaf. And yes, this is really kind of an experiment for us, but this is very exciting. I had wood stepping stones made from cuts from a tree we had to have taken down, and I absolutely loved it. It was such a nice natural feature, but unfortunately as time goes they have kind of decayed and split, so we need to replace those. So you can see that I can kind of form some thickness here, so it's that consistency. That wouldn't work if it was super runny, so it doesn't matter the product you use, try to have the right consistency. Be sure to tap it down, and I can't wait to show you. Hopefully tomorrow these will be formed really nicely and I can reveal them to you. And some people just leave them natural like this, which is beautiful, but some people have also painted them, and there is specialty concrete stain you can get from Sherwin-Williams. I think Home Depot and Menards have it. As long as it's made for concrete, you can use it, so you could paint these some beautiful colors. Okay, I love the way this is working so far. And I'll probably just move my container to the leaves versus trying to scoop it far out. And this is one bag of Quikrete. I'm actually not sure how many it'll make, but this is we're gonna try to make 6 or 7 stones total, so we'll see. We do have 2 bags just in case. Okay, now we're getting towards the edges. See what I'm doing with the concrete? So I'm kind of taking the air and the holes out. You do want to work on a flat surface in your yard, and I recommend a tarp you don't care about and wear some clothes you don't care about. Okay, this one's almost done. I like how full this is going to be, one of the bigger stones, and I've got some smaller shapes here. Okay, and then I'm just kind of like you would with concrete, just going to try to smooth it on this side a little bit. And some people on YouTube have done some really cool artistic things with these, and a lot of them have said these last a long time, which is cool. Okay, that kind of gets the bubbles out so you get a nice form. Okay, let's go into the next one. Okay, 1 bag of concrete, got this many leaves. And could we have made it a little bit slightly thicker in the beginning? Yes, we could have, but it made it a little bit easier to mold. But you know what? This worked out just fine, the consistency that we used. And I can't wait for the big reveal tomorrow. Welcome back to Minnesota Home and Garden. We're at part 2 of our rhubarb leaf stepping stones. And if you guys are new to the channel, I live in Minnesota in the zone of 4B, 5A border, right outside of Minneapolis. And me and my partner turned our entire urban yard into a edible food forest, urban farm, homestead, whatever you like to call it. So today, as you can see, these are a really light color, so that kind of means that they're firm and they're cured. And this took longer than we thought, especially with the Quikrete. So I already did one just the other day, and isn't that beautiful? It was slightly crumbly, but I still think it looks nice. I'm fine with the extra character. I love all the veining that you can see from the rhubarb leaf. And then you're going to want to cure them very well on both sides before using. So this one we're going to flip over and let that cure, make sure it turns a really light color. And when they're done being fully cured, if you wish to paint them, you can, but you certainly don't have to. And you can use them as stepping stones or garden decorations, but I just absolutely love the way this turned out. This was such a fun project. Again, we used Quikrete, and 1 bag, the smaller bag of Quikrete, gave us all of these leaves. I think we got 8 total, many different sizes. Anyway, I feel very good about this project. So it just takes a little while to peel off the leaf here, and as you can see, it kind of wilted a little bit. And I took just like a little stick, because you'll see a couple little pieces in here, and I just gently pulled it out, and it came off really nicely. Look at that. Working on non-rainy, warm days will actually get this to cure faster, better, but you do what you got to do with the weather. Yeah. And I know I owe you guys a garden tour. We have been pretty behind this year, so hopefully I can get a garden tour up very soon for you all. If you haven't subscribed already, I hope that you do. Okay, just kind of keep peeling this off. I just love the way this looks. It is so cool. Look at that. You can kind of see the design. Okay, we'll just keep pulling off the leaves, and we'll in just a moment here, we'll do a big reveal so you can see them all. Okay, so we finished kind of cleaning them up. We had to do it in a couple different sections. As you can see over here, some of the leaf was really thick and dried on. We're just going to peel it off with like a light bristle brush, but for the most part they came out clean like this. And you can see we've got quite a few, and I cannot wait to put them out. We're going to let them cure for a little while, but I just think this turned out really great. It was a fun project. Again, the really big leafed ones, they kind of got stuck, but you can tell they're just going to be beautiful when we get them cleaned up. And I'd love your opinion. Do you think we should paint these or just leave these natural? And of course you could use other leaves in your garden or foraging, like you could use some hosta leaves. You could get really creative. You could use some burdock. We saw some burdock on our hike today. Anyway, I'd love for you to give it a shot, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this really fun project, and we'd love to give you a home tour soon, so definitely subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.